What up, beautiful people? The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and it's your boy FILI once again in the cut with another episode of Stylesbyfili. On this episode today, we're going to discuss this Fear of God Essentials fall of 2022 with these 3 new colorways. I'm going to give you a review in regards to sizing as well. We're going to talk about the color palettes, and for those who may have not checked out my previous video, you can look right up there. I discussed my first impression / haul that I did for this collection right here. So besides all that, I'm also going to pair some of these items together and show you how I'm going to style them. Hopefully they can drive some inspiration and motivation to maybe cop or style them yourself. So with that being said, let's get into it. I found my way, mission accomplished, I got it, not far from afraid. Can nothing haunt me, confident on my left is great. Can nothing stop me, don't count me out, ain't got no ways. Ain't stuff for nothing, I found my route. Welcome. So back again, we're at this. Now I'm going to do a review in regards to this Fear of God Essentials Fall 2022 collection. Now, the first thing I'm going to start off with are these t-shirts right here. So these t-shirts are 100% cotton. One thing I did notice about this drop is that the manufacturers, there are 2 manufacturers, one in Vietnam, one in China. So each item might be different. Still like the fact that these t-shirts still fit the same. Like I told you, I got 2 colorways in this, the eggshell as well as the coral. Now, one thing I'll definitely say in regards to these t-shirts, especially the eggshell, is that you're going to see a comparison I'm going to do in regards to the eggshell, because I feel that it's very similar to colors that he's released in the past. It looks like a shade lighter than the buttercream, but it looks very, very similar to a release that he did in 2019 called Bone. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I feel like he's dropped these colorways already. So I think the only colorway that's new out of this drop is definitely that coral. So I still cop the t-shirt, still fits the same. I don't like the font. I think the dimensions of the font on the t-shirt I'm not vibing with, to be honest. It might be something that has to grow on me. And one thing that bothers me about this font is that, I don't know if you guys recall, there was a time where Jerry Lorenzo, I don't know if he tweeted or said it on Instagram, where he said, if you bought Fear of God Essentials on Amazon, then you did not buy Fear of God Essentials that's real. This is what this reminds me of. This font reminds me of that, and it kind of bothers me because I was going to do a Fear of God Essentials, fake real video to show you guys so you guys don't get scammed when you buy from a reseller. But this collection kind of is going to botch that video because the font is very similar to what a lot of fakes actually use as their font. So it kind of bums me out, but I'm still going to release that video regardless. Now, I think I feel a lot cozier with this long sleeve with this font, to be honest. I think the dimensions on the long sleeve, it looks a lot better. Still 100% cotton, has the rubberized applique logo on the back in black. Now, the collar is a very thick collar like the past ones that we've seen. Feels a little bit tight around the neck. I'll definitely say with the t-shirt and the long sleeve, you should still go true to size. I don't see much of a difference in regards to sizing. And it still flows nice and smooth. I still got mine in a medium. Now, speaking about this next item right here, which is the rugby polo. Now, I've owned polos in the past from Fear of God Essentials. The only difference I see with this, it does feel a lot looser because it's not it doesn't have like a rib knit on the side or at the bottom where it encloses in at the waistline. So it feels a lot baggier, and you can see I'll do a comparison in regards to this rugby polo and a regular long sleeve polo from past Fear of God Essential drops. Still the same material, to be honest. It feels like it's terry cloth inside, 100% cotton. The one thing I do love about this polo is the fact that it has this white collar, obviously like the rugby polos do. The button, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a little bit hard to put your head in through. Maybe I have a big head, I don't know, but I did struggle quite a bit even with the button undone. The one thing I do love about this rugby polo is the color. I wasn't a huge fan of the smoke, but in this color, because of the white collar, I think it's really dope. I like it. The 1977, as you know, I don't like that. Again, it doesn't do anything for me because it's not my year of birth or anything like that, but it just blends in this rugby polo, so I think it's pretty dope. Talking about these running shorts right here, these are the nylon running shorts in the coral colorway. I copped a lot of coral just because I wanted to see what it looks like. I'm still debating whether I should stay with the cotton or the nylon. They're really dope. The only difference between these running shorts and the past ones that released a few drops ago is a simple fact that it has the Fear of God Essentials logo, actually the new font logo, on the left side on the leg, and it's flock print. So that's the only difference from the past ones that were released. I think I like the past ones better. They look a lot
lot cleaner. I don't think it needed this flock print, to be honest, so I don't really know where they were going for this, but still looks clean. I'm gonna put them on and give them a try on so you guys can see how it looks. Probably style them a bit too, but I'm still trying to figure out if I'm gonna keep this or the cotton shorts. Now moving on with the cotton shorts right here, I don't see anything different with the cotton shorts besides the fact that they have the new fawn print on the left side of the leg like it usually does. I'll definitely say this, I'm still in between keeping my medium or my small, just because I feel like the small is fitting a lot better and aesthetically to what I like wearing. The medium is seeing a little bit more baggy, like it has a lot more cloth in it. I think that's the only difference between these shorts right now. I think they're very similar to shorts in the past. I think it's a dope colorway. The only thing that does bother me again is that font right there. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but it is what it is. I'm still deciding whether I'm going to keep the nylon or the small cotton shorts. Good cop though, by the way. Next up I have is these coral relaxed fit sweatpants. I think they're cool. The one thing I love about the coral relaxed fit sweatpants is the fact that it has the old school font on the left side of the leg, which I think is really clean. But I don't know if I'm able to, if I'm gonna keep these, if I'm ever gonna keep, or I'm gonna be wearing these anytime soon. They're nice, but I think I prefer the regular relaxed fit pants. The regular sweatpants as opposed to the relaxed fit. I have the regular sweatpants right here actually. I really like them. But the one thing I don't like is the fact that it has a new font, and I'm going to be reiterating that all the time during this video because again, I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. That font, I don't know, the positioning of it, it's just not doing it for me. But I will say this, that moving on to these sweatpants, they are a lot bigger than past sweatpants, and I'm gonna give you guys an example right here. So I noticed around the thigh area it is an inch bigger, and especially around the calf area it's also an inch bigger. Even at the leg opening it's half an inch bigger, which is really interesting because they do fit a lot looser. Now I do want to say that it's in between a medium and a large from the past drops. Because they are a lot more looser, I will kind of say if you don't like that feeling, you might want to size down. I'm okay with it, to be honest. I'll give you guys a comparison in regards to the past drop pants, regular sweatpants, and the ones that just released. But there is a sizing difference in them. I feel that through wear and tear, your garments may get a little looser, so they might start feeling a lot looser. If you're okay with that, by all means go true to size. If you're not, I feel like people should size down to get that regular fit. And you'll see through the comparisons themselves. When I tried them on, I knew right away something was off. But nonetheless, I think I'm gonna keep these coral ones just because it is a color that they've never released. Still 100% cotton, or I believe it's 80% cotton, 20% polyester. That's correct. And the eggshell color is something that I'm gonna keep because, you know, the ones that got away, which were the buttercreams, I still haven't found my pair. Going on to this next item right here, I like this fleece zip-up jacket. I'll definitely say this. After trying it on, it is a bit cropped, but I don't know if this was made unisex because even though when I purchased it, I ordered from the men's side. One thing I'll let you know about when you're getting your items is that if it has a dark black bag, typically all the men's clothing are coming in that dark black bag. Anything in the cream color or the past bags, like that beige color bag, is typically women's. And the way you can tell also is obviously when you can look at the tags, the tag will say men, or and this one, like it says women. So when I tried this on, the medium fit okay, but it was a bit cropped. I didn't mind it just because there's a lot of cropped sweaters coming out, whether it's from you know, the Yeezy Gap collaboration or the Yeezy Gap Balenciaga collaboration. You'll see there's a lot of cropped sweaters or shirts. So I felt like it fit under that type of vibe. But nonetheless, I feel that if you don't want it that way, you should definitely size up, because I don't know if they're actually making these for men. I think this might be like something that's meant for women, but it's still unisex. So if you do want a bigger size, I would definitely say size up. Unless you don't mind that crop feeling, then go ahead for it. I like this. I like it in the smoke color gray out of all the colorways that dropped, and the simple fact that it has the old school Essentials logo on the side. Very cozy, very warm. It does have a nice shoulder drop, and it's sewed in sleeve, which is pretty cool. Sorry, set in sleeve. So, and it has pockets on the side, which is pretty dope too. I really like it. With the double zipper, you know what I mean? Like, you can let this thing flow any way you want. Now going on to my next item, I was really stoked to see this because this is something completely different that I think a lot of people should invest in. You know, it's a fleeced vest. You can't go wrong with this. Now I'll definitely say this drops under the same category as the last item I spoke about. It is for women because it did say women on here. So when I tried it on, I noticed it did feel a bit snug. It still flowed right in certain places, but around the arms, I felt like it was a bit snug. I like the fact that it has, you know, this V-neck and this very thick collar line. It looks really dope, but to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna stick with this medium. I might go with a large to give it the look, the aesthetic that I want. I prefer this in the eggshell than I do the smoke. The smoke didn't really do it for me, so I might just cop this in a large and return this, to be honest. Still, one thing I like about this also is that, again, it has that old school Fear God Essentials font on the corner left side. So that is something cool. Now, going to the next item, I was really stoked for this, and you guys probably heard about this when I talked about the first impression haul video. This Fear God Essentials coral crew neck. One thing I will say about this crew neck is that from pit to pit, it is the same length, but width, but lengthwise, it is, I believe it's half an inch or an inch shorter. So this does feel a lot shorter than the past Raglan crew necks that released like in 2020 or 2021. It does have the Fear God Essentials new font on the left corner. Nonetheless, I think this is clean. I copped this for the simple fact that I had donated my past coral stuff and a crew neck was one of them. So I'm happy that I'm able to get something that's in the same aesthetics that I wear now. I think it's a good cop, to be honest, but you'll see how the difference is in regards to sizing. This item that I'm going to talk about next is basically the hoodie. Now, what can I say about this hoodie, man? It's still 80% cotton, 20% polyester, but I do like the fitting in regards to this hoodie. I noticed that width-wise, it is very similar, but length-wise, it is shorter than your past Raglan hoodies. I don't think you'll see much of a difference when it comes to wearing it. In regards to aesthetics, details, I think that Fear God Essentials things, the only reason that's letting this hoodie slide by and making it into my closet is the fact that it's a tonal Fear God Essentials font. To me, to be honest, when I first saw this hoodie, it looked really bootleg. And like I said, I was going to make a video about bootleg Fear God Essentials and real essentials and how not to get got. But this hoodie is clearly botching that project, because when I explain in that video, you'll see what I mean, especially with this essentials with that A. Terrible, but it is what it is. That's the only detailing that you see, and when it comes to logos or anything like that, besides the rubberized logo on the hoodie, on the hood part, pardon me, that's basically it. Nothing on the sleeves. Still cozy though. I think I would have preferred the relaxed hoodie though. It looks a lot cleaner, to be honest, especially with the old school logo on the chest. Now moving on to the cable knit sweater. I really love this cable knit sweater. I had something similar in a Supreme knit sweater, but obviously Supreme sizing is different, and with my aesthetics changing in my closet, I felt like I needed to find something to replace it, and bam, Fear God Essentials drops this. Very cozy. One thing I'll definitely say when it comes to these knit sweaters, there are more cotton than the other ones that released, especially with that 1977. So this is very similar to the, that turtleneck wheat sweater that came out, or the iron. I love the raw edge finish at the top, so this is not a turtleneck, which is pretty cool. And I like the fact that if I wanted to style this, let's say with a collared shirt, white work shirt, this would work really, really well. I went with my true to size medium. It will fit a little bit looser than your typical knit sweater, so if you want a more fitted look, I would definitely say size down. If you want a definitely fitted look, I would say go 2 sizes down. But nonetheless, you're getting a cozy piece, and I can see myself rocking this throughout the whole fall and even winter. What do I say about this next piece right here? This nylon jacket, it's cool, to be honest. I don't mind it, but I don't think I see myself wearing it. The simple reason being is because it's very sporty, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I think I'm outgrowing a lot of the sporty stuff. And if I were to wear a nylon shirt, this is nylon shirt, not nylon jacket. This nylon shirt, I would have gone with the mainline. The mainline had a cleaner cut to it. The iridescent nylon fabrics that they use on the mainline is a lot cleaner. I can see myself wearing that as opposed to this, because this looks way too sporty for me. At least with the other one, it had this street apparel / sporty apparel, but you can still wear it to, a nice, formal dinner. This one, just, you can't do that. You can't pull it off. It has that Fear God Essentials new font on the left corner, drawstrings at the bottom, and it's clasp buttons. So I mean, if you're gonna go play ball, by all means you should cop this. Other than that, I can't see myself rocking this. I ain't gonna knock it. I mean, I could still pull it off, but again, is it worth it for me to keep in my closet? Probably not. Waste of money, because I probably won't be reaching for it anytime soon. Now next is this very disappointing jacket. Now I did mention the fact in the last haul that I was kind of disappointed in regards to the jacket. I'll show you guys the fitting. What's disappointing about this jacket is, like, I don't know if you guys ever seen, you know, those movies or cartoons where like you have 3 people trying to climb into one jacket to go watch a movie that's like probably rated R or something. When I put this on, that's what it looks like. The areas where the pockets are on the side, they come out and it looks really weird. It's majority cotton. I believe it's 68% cotton, or maybe a little bit less, and the rest is polyester. But nonetheless, I don't think this jacket is gonna fulfill its duty, because when I first saw this, I mean, I saw this jacket to be like maybe something for like to wear in the rain, right? I don't think it's gonna do that. Really ridiculous pricing. It doesn't have an inner pocket, which bothers me, because I think jackets like this deserve an inner pocket. It just has 2 side pockets and that's about it. But I am looking forward to the wood color in this, just because that color did pop out to me more. Not a fan of the jacket. You know, it's soft, I ain't gonna lie, but I don't think these jackets have a purpose to them, and I think maybe it'll have a bigger purpose in places out in Cali, but here in Canada, when you buy jackets like this and the kind of money that I spent on this, you definitely wanted to, you know, you want to get bang for your buck kind of deal. So not feeling that. Now this next denim jacket, it fits very similar to the black denim jacket that released earlier this year. One thing I will say is that it is different than the last indigo jacket. I feel that this has more blue and less you know, the yellow wash on it. Very clean, simple details. I mean, like I said, the rubberized logo on the back below the collar right there, you know, no details on the buttons, which is, you know, at first I was like, I like that bit. I like that on the black jacket. On this one, I wish it would have had a bit more detail, because now this is looking like a Target jacket. You know, like you step into Target, you see those denims just laying there. That's what it reminds me of all of a sudden. So I like it because, again, if you know, you know kind of thing, but I would like a bit more detail on this jacket. Nonetheless, it is 100% cotton, and I do like it. It is soft. It is oversized like the black jacket. Now, the black jacket, you won't see the oversized fit, but with this jacket, you will see it, because the black jacket, it's dark, so, you know, darker colors tend to look a lot smaller. But this jacket, you definitely see how oversized it is. So if you do want a smaller, a more fitted feel to it, go for 1 size smaller or 2 size smaller. I will say it will crop a little bit more if you go 2 sizes smaller. Again, you'll see a different fit all around your body just in general. Good jacket for layering, by the way. And last but not least, I got these denims right here. I wanted to get these denims for the simple fact that I needed like indigo denims in my closet that were baggy, just so they can fit around my Jordan 4s. I like these denims. I like the wash on them, to be honest. They're pretty clean. The one thing I am not a fan of, is, to be honest, is I don't care about the button not having any details, the buttons, but the rivets, I feel like they could have done a little bit more. You know, the past rivets did say essentials on them. This time they don't, and it kind of bums me out, to be honest. I wish they would have put that little bit of detail in there. Again, it looks like Target denims all of a sudden to me, but I ain't gonna hate on them. They are comfy, they are 100% cotton, and I like the fact that they're very baggy, because I can fit my Jordan 1s or Jordan 4s on there and feel very comfortable in them. Now, I will show you a comparison in regards to these denims right here with the past indigo denims that they released, and you'll see the difference in regards to color, as well as the comparison in regards to sizing, because these are a baggier fit. So with that being said, and talking about all these things, let's get to the best part of this all. Let's put some styles and some fits together so you can see how I'm gonna style these pieces. Let's go.
I stay on my grind. I can read through the lines. Wanna cop me a rose. Wanna hop in a foreign. Wanna look at the sky. Double her vibes, but I had no remorse. Run down my numbers, you know I put up digits. You know I put up digits. You know I put up digits. You know I put up Porsche. I'm dying lavish, yo, of course. Shawty comes from Chapping like I'm from the north. Taco got my hand, that's a show. I'm from Brussels, still fuck with the north. And we always chasing money. We never chase the bitches, cause we on the road to riches. Yeah, yeah. Turn my main to my side, she this how I do, I'm disrespect the law. Capping my part aside. On the 401, she this the vibe. Rich, I done gotta keep it presidential, her time on my side. Yeah. And I'm moist, I stay on my grind. I can read through the lines. Wanna cop me a rose. Wanna hop in the foreign. Wanna look at the sky. Double her vibes, but I ain't no remorse. Run up my numbers, you know I put up bitches. You know I put up bitches. You know I put up bitches. You know I put up, run up my numbers. You know I put up bitches. You know I put up bitches. You know I put up bitches. You know I put up.
Ain't no remorse, I hop out the Porsche. They ask what I'm driving, it's more than a horse. Take food off your plate, you do the chores. We running the city like it was a sport. The best in the world, we are the north. Heading to the top, we stay on course. I burn the 5 mics, I am the source. Sweaty man sparkles like it's July 4th. Had to switch lanes on y'all. Some pray I rise, some pray I fall. I keep my head high, remain real tall. I chase my dreams while you wait for a call. Yeah, I won't pull up in the bins. Wanna reinvest and double my ends. I keep a hustle like I'm money in. Keep it a buck, I ain't gotta pretend. Nah, I don't understand all the lying. There is no cap when I'm grinding. Making money over violence. Making my moves all in silence. Yeah, them boys, yeah, we put in work. Gotta make it work, nothing less than first. This ain't regular shit.
And I'm moist, I stay on my grind. I can read through the lines. Wanna cop me a rose. Wanna hop in the foreign. Wanna look at the sky. Double her vibes, but I ain't no remorse. Run up my numbers, you know I put up bitches. You know I put up bitches. You know I put up bitches. You know I put up, run up my numbers. You know I put up bitches. You know I put up bitches. You know I put up bitches. You know I put up. I want the bed, no I don't want the bitches. Fucking these other, tell me shit savage, yeah. I'ma stay in my lane, I'm on a road of bitches. Surrounded by 20 bitches, I'm a savage. Surrounded by 20 bitches, I'm a savage. And I'm moist, I stay on my grind. I can read through the lines. Wanna cop me a rose. Wanna hop in the foreign. Wanna look at the sky. Double her vibes, but I ain't no remorse. Run up my numbers, you know I put up digits. You know I put up digits. You know I put up digits. You know I put up, run up my numbers. You know I put up digits. You know I put up digits. You know I put up digits. You know I put up, and no remorse. I'd rather be that in the Porsche.
So that wraps it up for this episode of Styles by Philly. As you can see, I put some dope fits together, things that I'm gonna mix and match. You know, out of this whole collection, I would definitely say that out of the 3 colorways, the one that surprised me the most, and I said this in my previous video, is that eggshell. So the way I would position what I like the most is eggshell, coral, and last, that smoke, because I'm not a fan of that, you know, deceiving gray that has this green hue to it, especially when you saw it in those Fear God essential pictures in that lookbook, even through the Essence website. Very deceiving pictures. I wasn't a fan of the colorway, to be honest. I think my favorite pieces from all of this would have been that knitted coral, but actually no, first the crew neck in the coral and then the knitted coral cable knit. I think that's really dope. I do like the fact that these pants are a little more roomier, the regular sweatpants. I'm a fan of the eggshell when it comes to that, but I am not a fan of this new font. I'm gonna say it once again, it has to grow on me. It looks like Amazon created these pieces. It doesn't look like anything Jerry Lorenzo would drop. I feel that there might have been another designer or someone who helps with essentials, and maybe he saw a vision with it too, and I mentioned that previously, but not a huge fan of it. Overall, I'm not gonna knock the hustle on this collection. It's not my favorite out of all of them. it's a love-hate relationship for the simple fact that the colorways are cool, but there are some things aesthetically I don't like when it comes to maybe not so much the design of the garments, but so much the details of the garments, especially that font. Let me know in the comment box below how you guys feel about this new, you know, fall collection for the Fear of God Essentials. If you guys copped anything, how you guys feel about sizing. Is it surprising to you that some things do feel a lot looser, some things feel a lot, you know, smaller? You know, you could always check the description box below to see all the fits that I have on, so you can see what I'm rocking it with. You could also check for Fili, F-I-L-I. You know, this is personal. The album's been out. I have a new video out right now. It's doing great. Thank you everyone for the support. The video's called How We Do / The Come Up. We do some crazy stunts in some cars, and you can catch me wearing some Fear of God Essentials in those videos as well. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed and supported me. You know, I appreciate all the love and support. If we do get to 1,000, not even if, but when we do get to 1,000 subscribers, we will have a giveaway. So be sure you tune in, hit that alert bell going on. Once again, love, peace, and happiness. Peace. What up, beautiful people? The sun are shining. Fear of God Essentials 2020 fall winter. 2020, why did I take it back? Hey, yo, we time traveling now? Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. You know, on this episode today, we're going to discuss that Fear of God Essentials Fall 22.
He said discuss.
Did I discuss? Let's get to it.